if you are an NRI or you are planning to become an NRI, then there are certain very important matters that you should address to, nine in all, so that you do not land into any kind of a legal trouble and other issues which could be troublesome for you. So please watch this video till the end so as to have the clarity of actions to be taken by you. Hello everyone, welcome to KCC channel. I'm CS Sandeep. Number 1, the bank accounts. Since you were in India, you had opened multiple bank accounts and most of them you are not operating now. You are operating through maybe 2 or 3 accounts. This is most likely case scenario. So whatever banks you are not operating, which are almost dormant, you should close all those accounts. At the most, you should maintain accounts in maybe 3, maybe 4. That's the maximum. And which all accounts you are supposed to close? All those accounts which do not offer a good internet banking facility, which are not tech savvy. So the shortlisting that can be done regarding the bank accounts could be Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, HDFC, Kotak, and maybe SBI. So you should maintain only 3-4 accounts in these banks. Next, when you've closed all these accounts, all the other dormant accounts, then you should update your KYC in these accounts. You should produce your documents of the country where you are going to reside or you are presently residing and get your KYC updated. Next, you should ask the bank to convert the savings account that you're having into NRO account, that is the non-resident ordinary account. Having a savings account for an NRI is not according to the law. That is a violation of the FEMA. So you should convert all your savings account into NRO accounts. Then when the NRO account has been converted, then you should ask the bank whether the account number that you are having in your savings account, whether is going to remain the same or is going to change. The reason being that earlier from your savings account, maybe you were making some payments for your home loans, maybe you were making payments for some the SIPs, you were receiving some rental incomes, maybe you were receiving some interest income or dividend income. So you'll have problem in carrying out all these transactions if the number gets changed. You can advise your banker to route all the transactions through the old number and into the NRO account, and if that is not possible, then you'll have to intimate all the persons who are doing transactions into your account. Maybe you're paying the EMI or you're paying the SIP, so you'll have to intimate your new NRO account number to all these agencies so that the transactions again keep on carrying on smoothly. Next is the demat account. Now, if you have investment in shares, then you must be having a demat account, and the demat account needs to be converted into a NRI demat account. It's called PIS also. So you need to update your KYC in your demat account and to get it converted into a NRO demat account. For that, maybe you have to visit your brokerage or you have to visit the bank where your demat account is being maintained. Next comes the PAN card. Now, almost every one of us has a PAN card. In case you do not have a PAN card, you should apply for that. You get it hardly in about 14 days. And if you already have a PAN card, then you must check whether the details in your PAN card are correct or not. And in case any rectification is required, you must get that done through the NSDL centers. Now, some of us have been issued multiple PAN cards. It is our duty to only keep the PAN card which we use with the banks or the filing of the returns, and you should surrender all other PAN cards, because keeping more than one PAN card is again illegal and against the law, and you may be levied a penalty for that. Next comes the Aadhar card. In the case of Aadhar card, NRIs are not supposed to have an Aadhar card. It's not mandatory for them. But in case you have an Aadhar card, since you were residing in India earlier, then you must check whether the details in your Aadhar card are correct or they need to be rectified in any manner. You may note at this point that the correction in the name can be done only once in lifetime. Other corrections can be done as many times as it is required. Therefore, you should get the Aadhar card corrections done and update your Indian mobile number also over there. Then the next point brings us to the Indian mobile number. It's important to have an Indian mobile number. We have seen in the case of NRIs that when they shift from India, they usually surrender their Indian mobile number. But that is not advisable. What you should do is you should preserve your Indian mobile number, you should keep it operational. Maybe you require to pay a nominal amount of fees with a service provider. So you should keep your Indian mobile number operational because it can be used for various purposes. Like it would be linked with your Aadhar, it could be linked with your PAN, it could be linked with your bank account, so that you regularly get updates regarding your various matters in India, regarding your income tax, regarding your bank transactions. So you need to preserve, maintain your Indian mobile number. Next comes the filing of the tax returns. Now this is very important because NRIs at some point of time they think that since they are receiving some dividend, maybe some interest, and the TDS has already been deducted from that, so they need not file any return. But that is not the case, because if your total income exceeds the threshold limit, then you are supposed to file your return even if your TDS has been deducted. You should meet your tax consultant or a chartered accountant and take advice from him or her that what is to be done regarding the return filing. Sometimes it's beneficial for file the returns even if you don't have a taxable income, because when your TDS has been deducted from interest or dividend or rent, then it is advisable to file the returns and you can get a refund of the TDS, which can be taken from the government by filing the returns only. Then India has double taxation avoidance agreement with various countries by which you can save your taxes also. So you should take advice from your tax consultant that what benefit can be taken from such DPAAs. Next comes the property related matters. So if you have a property, residential or commercial, in India, then please check whether all the property taxes have been paid timely, and if not, then do pay them so that you don't get the interest levied on the property taxes. You should also see if you have a flat in a society that whether the society dues have been paid swiftly, because in case you do not pay the society dues, then you may land into trouble because maybe the society comes out with a disconnection of the electricity, or your water connection may also be disconnected. So in order to have a smooth functioning of your property, you should maintain timely payment of the society dues. Next comes the loan accounts. If you have a loan with a bank or a financial institutions, and if you have paid that loan completely, then you should obtain a loan closure letter from the bank or the financial institution, or a no due certificate from such organization, because later on you may not be able to do that as the time passes, and you may get a demand from such organization regarding the non-payment of some dues. So it's better to obtain such certificate from the financial institution. Then when you have paid all the loans, then you should get back all the documents from the organization, because when you would have taken the loan, you would have pledged your property and you would have given your original documents to the bankers. So it's always a good idea to take back those documents and keep it in your safe custody. Last but not the least is the care toward your parents. See, your parents, they have invested a lot of money in educating you. Maybe they would not have taken any educational loan, and they have invested their savings, and it could be that at this stage their financial position may not be as good as that used to be earlier. So it is your responsibility to take care of the financial position, to assess your financial position when you visit your parents, to check whether they are comfortable financially. If not, then you should provide the required support for that. Then you should also find out whether they have taken proper health insurance, because earlier people neglected that practice and did not take proper health insurance, and as we have seen, the health expenses have risen enormously. We require to take adequate health insurance. So in case they have not taken health insurance, it is advisable to take health insurance for them. And if they have taken health insurance and it is not adequate, then you should take up a top-up plan so that they can be covered adequately. So these are the very important matters that you should address as an NRI so that you do not land into any legal trouble or any other problems, and to have a good peace of mind. So we keep making such videos in order to educate our viewers. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. And also click the alert notification bell. Also, do not forget to share this video with your other NRI friends so that they can also benefit from the important matters discussed in this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now. See you in the next video.